Striving too hard.
Striving?
Striving.
It's not the right word.
Striving. Trying.
There
Prying
you go.
too hard.
Prying too hard. Because I'm a PryHard. That's going to be my name. I just came up with my fantasy name for the year.
Terrell PryHard.
Sorry, I'm a PryHard. Jordan's Reed. Rob's Kelly. Fat
Tuesdays. That's a bar.
Fat. Okay. That's our. Those are our fantasy names. Corey didn't even come up with one. Still letting him try. The gears are turning. Smoke's coming out of his ears.
The pool hall for D'Angelo Hall. Good one.
Oh, why don't we have booze? Boo. Well, that was our fantasy segment. Why don't we just go ahead and move into the old tobacco rappo? I think we're out of stuff to talk about.
Yeah, we'll get back on the train tomorrow.
Where are we going?
To Natstown. You
Ooh,
like that?
Yeah. That
You
was
like
a nice segue.
You don't always have to say segue.
I know. That was making fun of you.
I know.
Tobacco
rappo?
Yeah. So, what movies do you want to see?
What movies have I recently seen?
Dunkirk.
I saw Dunkirk.
Yep.
I left there wanting to cry and really not knowing what happened.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I've heard about it.
I saw Planet of the Apes with you.
I saw Planet of the Apes with you.
What was that called again?
War for the Planet of the Apes.
Yep.
Merle was in it.
Pretty epic.
Is that Merle from Walking Dead?
The main guy?
Yeah.
No.
Is it Woody Harrelson?
Yeah. No.
No, I'm pretty sure it was Merle from The Walking Dead.
It was not Merle from The Walking Dead.
No, it was Woody Harrelson. It was Woody Harrelson.
Yeah.
Man, we are good at this.
What movies have you seen other than... Yeah, it was definitely Woody Harrelson.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Which that was actually... That whole series is awesome. You all should check it out.
Yeah, I don't know if you probably never heard of it. It's not like it was a big name franchise or anything, but Planet of the Apes. Go look it up.
Caesar. Anything else? Oh, you saw Dark Tower, but we already did a review on that.
You don't have to mention that movie ever again. It burned down the theater, remember?
Somehow you're still free.
I want to see Logan Lucky. It's got Channing Tatum in it.
I don't want to see it.
I'm a sucker for a Channing Tatum cameo movie.
Wow.
Go ahead. Do you even know what that effect is?
No.
I think it's
there's
laughing.
smiley faces.
Good one. So, why don't we just do some Husker-Dos and Husker-Don'ts?
Okay, here we go. Husker-Do. Husker-Do. Close the bathroom door after you're done.
Like when you've gone number 1 or number 2?
Number 2.
But if you've gone number 1, it doesn't really matter.
It depends on how the door opens and closes. Because if the door opens from the outside...
I think most doors open from the inside and the outside.
Mine opens from the inside.
You mean which way?
Like it
turns
in? Yeah. Then you should probably close it all the time.
Talking to the mic, please.
It's picking me up just fine.
You're turning around again.
I like to have a conversation when we're doing Husker-Dos and Husker-Don'ts. But, so the mic struggles. Husker-Don'ts. Husker-Don't. These are always the hardest.
Cool, I'll do my Husker-Do.
There you go.
Sorry. Waiting on a burp.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Husker-Do. Get takeout from a restaurant instead of
sitting down,
getting fast food.
Oh, really?
Like honestly, if you're sitting there debating on whether to get McDonald's or Wendy's or Taco Bell or anything, just think about it for a hot second. It's going to require you driving by that place anyway. Just order takeout from a restaurant. You're going to get higher quality food. It's going to be just as fast.
Pretty much the same price.
Yeah. Pat, what do you think of that idea?
I gave you that idea.
You did give me that idea. Husker don't. Eat socks. in general, it's a general rule of thumb, whether you're a dog, my dog specifically, or a human.
Sock.
Or a human. Don't eat socks. They're very hard to digest. If you have to eat a sock, I'd recommend like a dress sock. They're very thin. Oh, here comes Husker.
I got a Husker don't.
Okay.
Husker, don't wait until your hands are infected to start taping them. My hands are starting to turn like black and blue from these cuts that I got while I was at the beach. It's not very delightful. It's pretty...
it's not delightful?
It's not delightful. It hurts. And now everybody asks why I have tape on my hands.
It's because you ball. You're a ball player.
I would kind of look like Allen Iverson when he came out with those little finger sleeves.
Ooh. You know what those were actually for.
I don't. Were they for shooting a bow and arrow?
Yes.
Like
yes.
Josh Norman?
Yes. That's illegal. You can't do that.
Ed Hockley said any gesture.
Josh Norman made a great point. He said, why are the Patriots allowed to fire muskets and the Buccaneers allowed to fire a cannon, but I can't use an imaginary bow and arrow?
That's crazy. And Ed Hockley even... I think that was like a subtweet on Hard Knocks last night.
A subtweet?
Subtweet.
Can you talk into the mic?
Subtweet on Hard Knocks, where Ed Hockley stood on the stage at the Buccaneers training camp and said, any gestures like this, and did a bow and arrow.
He also did a throat slash.
Yeah, which
maybe
D-Jax has done before.
That could just be like you were choking, so I rubbed your throat.
That's taunting, regardless.
You were choking, I rubbed your throat and saved your life. I'm going to start doing... My new celebration would be the Heimlich maneuver. Just, that would probably be considered sexual.
I could see, yes. It's all in the hips, in the eyes.
Yeah. Gerald McCoy says, see, if I don't make this face while I'm doing it, it's not sexual.
That's hilarious.
But if I make this face while I'm doing this, all of a sudden it's very sexual.
Oh, also, I saw... Game of Thrones was leaked on HBO Spain, and you can now watch it the next episode if you wanted to.
Why would I want to do that?
Patty said you got to wait until Sunday. Just got to be in the flow of things.
Yeah. Isn't that right, Pat? Yeah. You want to come give any closing remarks, Pat?
Trade Stanton.
Trade Stanton? You want us to trade him?
Yeah.
We don't have him.
Okay. Anything else?
Final thoughts, Jack?
My final thoughts, I don't really have any.
Okay. Well, that was really witty of him. He normally has a really witty remark at the end.
Oh, you want a final thought? You want a witty final thought?
I don't need a final thought.
You know what? Why haven't they invented this yet?
Oh, gosh. Here goes the tether to the remote.
Grass that automatically cuts itself.
How are you going to... That's like turf, so you never have to cut it?
But real grass. But once it gets to an inch,
just bzzz.
It starts cutting itself from the root and then reattaches to the ground, so it never gets too long. How hard would that be?
I don't think that's
possible. Come on, science. Come on, scientists. You can invent all sorts of things.
I would like them to find the cure of cancer before they found out how to get grass that cuts itself.
They have the cure for cancer.
Yeah, no,
it's a big conspiracy. They have a cure for cancer, but they're making too much money off of it.
I agree. Final thought. Don't leave your contracts that you signed for higher paying jobs.
Oh, subtle brag right there.
To the side.
Subtle brag.
It's really not anything to brag about. Don't leave it just sitting out for everybody to see. It's kind of embarrassing when they realize that you're really not making much money, but $4 an hour. According to the Office Talk.
$4 an hour?
You said that on Office Talk.
Did I?
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
Well, in our group chat of Office Talk.
Oh, Pat.
What? Don't talk about what's being played behind me. But on that note, I think we're going to wrap this up here and see you tomorrow on another episode of DC Sports Daily. You can find us on Twitter at DC Sports Daily P1. And once again, you can find us on Twitter at DC Sports Daily P1.
Oh, or you could follow us on Twitter at DC Sports Daily P1. And if you really get bored, just give us a follow on Twitter at DC Sports Daily P1.
And if you want to find us on Apple Podcasts, go ahead and search us.
Yeah,
DC Sports Daily.
Sports Daily on Apple Podcasts. It's not iTunes, it's Apple Podcasts.
Correct. So check us
We're
out
on there. And leave us 5-star reviews because we're awesome.
You can hit subscribe.
Please subscribe. Download, comment. Do whatever you need to do there.
Miss Chops, stay on Spreaker.
Chris Jensen! You can continue to follow us, Chris. We appreciate you.
Chris, you're the number one fan. Loyal listener.
Thank you to our one fan in Australia.
Shout out.
Luckily, our
Sydney, Australia.
Yeah, our
Finding Nemo.
we got we can kind of track a little bit who listens and where they listen. And we're very pumped to have you listening to us
It's awesome.
in Australia. I don't know if you know what baseball is or American football, but we're glad that you like us and you find us funny.
Maybe he doesn't find us funny.
Good day, mate. Put another shrimp on the bobby.
Why you got to do that to him? Maybe he's American.
Why would
Maybe
he be
he's
an
a
American?
DC sports fan and he lives in Australia.
In which case, I'm just saying hello in his native language.
His foreign language.
Yeah. Hello.
Mate.
Good day, mate. Oh, did you see that criking kangaroo?
On that note.
Kangaroo was
On that
just
note,
hopping along with his little Jack.
On that note,
And
Joey, it's little Joey.
little Joey.
Jack.
I'm a Jack. Put another shrimp on the bobby, eh?
Good Lord. Can we wrap up now?
I thought we were wrapping up.
Wrapping up here and
You want me to do my producer things?
No, you don't have to do your producer things, but you normally say have a blessed night, ladies and gentlemen.
I was going to. Ladies.
So I wanted to let you go ahead.
Ladies, and gentlemen, have a blessed night. Day,
Good night.
morning.
Good night.
Ride in your car.
Good night.
Tell your family.
Good night.